Stop using artificial intelligence right now. Before you make a mistake you can never undo. Every time you chat with AI, you have agreed to let companies keep and train on your conversations, no matter how many times you hit delete. The illusion of privacy is shattered by one hidden Claude. Your secrets do not just vanish, they become part of something much bigger, and you cannot take them back. What is really happening to your data while you think you are in control? The truth is far more unsettling than you have been told. Clicking delete on an AI chat feels final. The conversation vanishes. The interface is clean, no trace of what was said. For a moment, there is a sense of relief, like tossing a secret into a shredder. But that feeling is a trick. Behind the scenes, nothing is really gone. Hitting delete in ChatGPT or Claude just hides the message from your screen. The data itself is still sitting on a company's server, quietly waiting. The icon may disappear in an instant, but the record survives, untouched in a database you will never see. It is like sweeping dust under a rug and pretending the room is spotless. The chat log you thought was erased is still being stored, indexed, and all, if you read the fine print, may already be part of the next AI training run. The difference between what you see and what the company keeps is huge. Deleting a message in the interface only removes it from your view. It does not erase it from the company's memory. There is no warning, no pop-up, no explanation. Just a silent agreement. You trust the button, they keep the data. That gap between what you believe and what really happens is where the danger lives. Every time you think you have deleted something, you are really just hiding it from yourself, not from them. And once you realize that, it is hard to trust the delete icon ever again. Finding the real controls over your data is not simple. On ChatGPT, the Export Data button is buried 2 pages deep in the Settings menu. It is not on the main page, not even in the Privacy tab. You click through Account, then Data Controls, and only then does the option appear, hidden in plain sight. Most people never get this far. Even if you do, the export file that arrives is dense, filled with JSON code and logs that look nothing like your original chats. It is not deletion. It is a copy of everything they keep on you. But the real catch is not just the maze of menus, it is in the terms of service. A single line, easy to miss, grants the company broad rights. It says you grant the company the right to use your content to improve their models. There is no bold warning, no plain language, just legalese that means your words, your questions, your secrets can be stored and used even after you hit delete. The export and deletion requests are separated for a reason. By the time you find the right option and fill out the forms, your data may already be in the next training run, and the terms make it clear. They do not have to remove what has already been used to teach the AI. This is not an accident. It is a system designed to make true deletion almost impossible. The controls are hidden, the language is dense, and the rights you give away are nearly unlimited. Once you see how deep the rabbit hole goes, it is hard to trust any button labeled delete. Downloading your Google Takeout archive is straightforward, but the size can be staggering. For most people, the export runs several gigabytes, years of emails, search history, maps, calendar, and if you have used it, barred conversations. Once the download finishes, the files arrive as dense folders of JSON and CSV files. A simple Python script parses them and feeds the data into a local retrieval augmented generation pipeline. On a mid-range laptop with 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 2 billion parameter model like Phi2 or Tiny Llama loads in under 5 minutes. The model itself fits comfortably, using about 6 to 8 gigabytes of memory when quantized. With the data indexed, the system is ready for questions. Type, "Who am I?" into the prompt, and the system will trigger a search through every exported email, every barred chat, every contact entry. The response is instant. Full name, address, phone number, family members, anything present in the data surfaces in seconds. The model is not guessing. It is pulling facts straight from the files you just ingested. With retrieval augmented generation, even a small local model can reconstruct a detailed profile, drawing only from what you exported. The process is simple, reproducible, and entirely under your control. A leading privacy researcher reviews the experiment. Their verdict is blunt. Yes, this is real. Local models can absolutely reconstruct your personal details if the data is there, and in the cloud, the risk is even greater. The expert points to the terms of service. Users grant companies broad rights to use their content, often in ways they do not expect. There is no technical magic here, just a system that does exactly what it is designed to do. When you upload your data, whether it is email, search history, or AI chats, you are creating a complete map of your life. If a small local model can piece that together, imagine what industrial-scale AI systems can do with millions of users' data, cross-referenced and indexed. The expert's tone is flat, almost resigned. Deleting a chat does not guarantee erasure. Once the data is ingested, it can be retained, replicated, and even trained into model weights. True deletion is rarely possible. The experiment you have seen is not a fluke, it is a warning. A privacy lawyer sits at a desk, flipping through a printed copy of the ChatGPT Terms of Service. Her finger lands on a single sentence that reads, "You grant us the right to use your content to improve our models." She reads it aloud, then pauses. That is consent, broad and nearly impossible to revoke. Legal contracts like this are not just fine print, they are the backbone of the entire AI industry. When Getty Images sued Stability AI in 2023, the court filings revealed millions of copyrighted photos scraped and used to train an image generator without permission. The docket spelled out the risk. Once data enters a training pipeline, it is almost impossible to pull back. The Authors Guild made a similar argument in federal court, demanding OpenAI disclose every novel and essay used to train its language models. Writers discovered their own words repeated by the AI, sometimes nearly verbatim. Even developers faced backlash. The GitHub Copilot controversy erupted when programmers found their code, licensed for open use but never for resale, echoed back by the tool. Stack Overflow banned AI-generated answers after users reported proprietary code showing up in public threads. In the lab, scientists tested memorization by planting unique canary phrases in training data. Months later, the model spat those canaries back on command. The lawyer closes the file. The risk is not just accidental, it is structural. Once your data is in, it is in for good. Booting up a local AI model takes less than 5 minutes on a standard laptop with 16 gigabytes of RAM. A 2 billion parameter model, like Phi2 or Tiny Llama, loads into memory and sits ready. No cloud, no outside connection, just your machine. The terminal flashes confirmation. RAM usage hovers around 6 to 8 gigabytes, leaving space for other tasks. Typing a command, the model responds in real time, generating 4 to 10 tokens per second. With retrieval augmented generation, the AI can search through your files, emails, and documents, pulling facts and citing sources. Accuracy jumps. The hallucinations that plague small models drop away. You ask a question, the model finds the answer in your data and presents it without ever sending a byte over the internet. Fast. No company sees your prompts, no logs are kept, no training runs on your conversations. It's private by design. Guides are everywhere. Ollama, Llama CPP, Private GPT, each offering step-by-step instructions for every major operating system. The tools are free, the process is documented, and the results are fast. For coding, research, and search, a 2 billion parameter model with retrieval augmented generation does the job. Private. If you want to learn how to set this up, subscribe now. Tutorials, updates, and new tools are coming. Take back your privacy one command at a time. Take back. AI companies process over 100 million user prompts every single day, each one fueling models that never forget. As regulation lags and data collection accelerates, your privacy hangs in the balance. The real risk isn't technological, it's surrendering control. What you share today, you can never reclaim tomorrow.